Hey, welcome to the show. My name is Josh, and it is August the 6th, and we're here to day trade today. Yay! Okay, so getting a little bit of a late start. All right, and there we go. So I'm watching 4 stocks this morning. I'm looking over here at my gap scanner, and I'm thinking, well, there's a little bit more here than there was yesterday, but when I go through and look at them, I'm like, well, you know, your leading gapper LYT sitting up at 92%. I traded this one already pre-market, made a little bit on it. I'm up like 17 points. Nah, no big deal. Yeah, this one, it doesn't have any news. And it's kind of flattening out now, consolidation. So maybe, you know, I like the price, float's good, volume's good, just no news, so I'm not sure what's going on there. TENX is the second leading gapper, and this one does actually have news on it. And I like the daily time frame on it, so we'll take a look at that. I have those 2 stocks over here on my trading charts. VSEE, third leading gapper. Don't really like this one so much. Yeah, I was looking at the larger time frames here, and there may be potential, but I'm gonna leave it alone for now. If it ends up getting up over these like 350 level, maybe it makes a move up to, you know, the high of pre-market, but yeah, I'm not going to touch that one for now. If it pops up on the high day scan, yeah, maybe. Who knows? Core Z, C-O-R-Z, not really my wheelhouse. For lack of better options, I put it up here, though. It's got earnings today. Floats a little on the higher side. And the volume's pretty light, but it's trending up, so keep an eye on it. Let's see, TGTX. See how light the volume is on that? Some of the candles are missing. I'm not interested in that. Serve, no news on it, but I mean, it's got a few missing candles too. So I think I'll leave that one alone for now, even though it's a larger time frame. You know, it's an uptrend on the hourly. And it's kind of a nice daily setup. I don't know, there may be something to watch there. But I thought I'd leave that alone too. And the rest of these, they're kind of crappy. So SMX, what's this? Oh, I haven't seen this one yet. I don't see any news on it for August 6th. The float, it's got a really low float. Wonder what's going on. This, you know, this might be one of those. It might be one of those pump and dumps. We'll see if it holds up. I might trade it out for something I have over here. Come back to that in a minute or two here. Boyle, don't really trade that. I've traded it. So CSLR, no. And KVUE, it has earnings as well. And it's up here at a key level and trending up. So I decided to watch that one, even though, I don't, you know, it's got a 1.9 billion in the float. That's huge. I mean, for that many shares to be available to trade, you really got to have a lot of interest, a lot of buyers and sellers in order for that stock to move. Now it is earnings, it's trending up. Maybe there's something there. I'm not sure really that I even want to bother with it. But, you know, we'll see. Further down, Boyle, LGBN. I think that was one from yesterday or last week. Boyle, CHGG. Yeah, so there really isn't anything else. That's about all I have. So the slowness of August continues. Whoa. KVUE just took a big dump there all of a sudden. What did serve look like again? Which one was it that I said I might come back to? Oh yeah, SMX. Yeah, it's kind of selling off. Let's see if it bounces. If this can start to recover and get back up towards 550, it might be something I'll watch. Okay, let's break these down. I got less than 10 minutes till the open. LYT comes up to 327 here and rejects. Now that level is all the way up here on the daily. And then we got 354 overhead and then 435 and $5. So looking for an hourly higher low. Where we will find support, I don't know. Right now there is a level down here and here. Let me see on the 5-minute time frame. Okay, so that line was already tested and now breaking down below it. This one has almost a head and shoulders look to it. But like I said, we're looking for that 1 hour higher low. Need to find support. The EMA is catching up there, so maybe this is an area where we will see the bounce happen from if there is to be a bounce on LYT. Get rid of this line and mark out, whoops, that pre-market high of 328 resistance here. So we got a lot of lower highs on the 5-minute time frame to get over. And the volume weighted average price and these EMAs. Oh, there I go yawning again. Okay, so that's that. Consolidating into the open, which is nice. You know, I like to see consolidation into the open. There's a better chance that we might see a good play. It's less risky in my opinion. TENX, that second leading gapper. So pre-market high is up here at 558. So basically rejecting off of that daily. Now, the reason why I like TENX so much here is because the 560 is right here and we have a gap. So there's a gap fill all the way up to 941. So if we can get back above 560, then there isn't any resistance up until 941. So that's, you know, a pretty good 80-90% move if we can do it. Now, one thing I'm a little concerned about is how extended this stock is on the hourly time frame. You see how far above the EMA we are. That could be bullish, but so right now looking for, well, bulls tried to form a 15-minute higher low here, got rejected, so now we're coming down further. So almost a 15-minute downtrend there. And on these larger time frames, there really isn't a clear support to pull back to until way down, like maybe there. You can see on the 5-minute time frame, it broke out over that, back tested it, and then took off. There's a support here. That's the one currently being tested. So I don't know. It's kind of difficult to say where the support might be. Got a resistance up here to get over. And less than 5 minutes. Let's move along. These two here, CORZ and KVUE, not all that interested in them. Let me look at, say, SMX here again. Yeah, SMX selling off, so I'm not going to bother with that. Save. This could be another one of those. I don't see any news on it, so I'm thinking this might be another one of those pump and dumps, very light volume. So those are the options today. This one looking for, let me see, daily time frame. Okay, I'm going to mark out the pre-market high here. That is 971. So coming up close to 1016, that resistance up there. It's a daily downtrend. So anything below 1016 on this bounce is just another lower high. Now, it's a big enough bounce that, you know, may see, you know, a daily equilibrium develop if we don't break 1016 first thing. But that's, you know, probably that's not gonna happen today. But we'll see if 1016 does break. This one, like I said, has earnings, so it could go crazy. A lot of resistance overhead, but with earnings, you know, you just don't know. And you get over 1225, you're sitting at all-time highs. This one has a pretty wide spread on it. Not surprising, I guess, with the large. Let me see here. Yeah, this one's got a larger float. So basically we have support. There's a zone in here, support and resistance. And this one over here, KVUE, this has a humongous float in the billions, but it's got earnings, daily time frame. Let me see, sitting way up here at 2013. So there's room up to 2095, not huge. See what I mean? 2013 to 2095, that ain't nothing. Gonna be hard to make money on that, but we'll give it a shot. I've only got a minute to go here. Okay, so I like that we're coming down to this area down here on LYT. That might be a place where I'll try to buy if it's still trading down in that area at the open. So yesterday I had a big green day that turned into a max loss. It was so disappointing, man. I was pretty bothered by that. That doesn't usually happen. And it kind of sucks when it does. I'm glad it's a rare thing. I've just been on a tear lately as far as losing. I had 3-4 red days in a row. Okay, here we go. Getting ready. 10 minutes. Kind of interested in TENX here too. See if it's gonna drop or if it's gonna bounce. Looks like it might drop a little more. Made money on this one pre-market. Come on, give me that bounce, baby. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna put my stop losses down here at the low of day. If I get stopped out, it's only $15. Probably gonna get stopped out by the looks of it. But I still like it though. I'm gonna try it again. Shouldn't really be trading these on the way down, you know, that's kind of risky. Yeah, I might get stopped out again over there. Looking for a bounce. Give me a bounce. Ah, it's going too far here. Gosh, get out of that. Are we gonna get it? Are we gonna get it? Want to see us get up above these levels. Is she gonna drop here? It's rejecting. I don't know. I don't know. Ah, shoot. There it goes. Well, okay. Look at KVUE over here. Got some volume. Bought the pullback on that. I'm getting so close to my max loss. Dude, I don't want to hit it again today. Don't want to hit my max loss again today. Been rough lately. Get out of that. Sitting at negative 87. I'm $13 away. Ah. Yeah, I really tried. I really thought this one might go. I didn't take profit when it was here because I wanted to see that bounce. I was holding for it, and it didn't give it to me. What a rough market it's been. Things that usually work are just not working. It's okay. It's all right. We got this. VSEE is on my Hive Day scanner. God, that's ugly. Oh, wait, no, here it is. VSEE. So that one, let's give that let's pull that up. It was on the gap scan and I ignored it. I don't know. I still don't know if I like it. Yeah, I don't want to get caught in a big drop. You know what? See, if this pulls back too far, I'll probably end up hitting my max loss here on KVUE. Let's see if that happens. Take some profit real quick. Try to slowly work my way back if I can. Ouch. Negative 87. I don't know if it's going to happen for me today here. Ah, KVUE, man. It's just one of those grinders, you know? It's hard for me to to trade those. Got a resistance on this one up at 409. Am I going to get to my max loss here? If this pulls back in any manner meaningful, I probably will. Maybe I'll take some profit on that. I'm going to wait and see if it dips back. I didn't like the fill on that. That was not a good fill. Phil? Who's Phil? Oh, I'm gonna hit my max loss here, aren't I? I'm not trying to be negative, but it's so close. No! It's gonna drop. I feel like it's gonna drop. 92! God, I'm so close. God. My margin for error is so freaking small. We got us a high up here of 382. Whoa. I just got really dizzy, guys. Everything started spinning. What's up with that? A little bit of vertigo. Okay. Got room up to 409 on this one. KVUE. I just don't like it. The low of that candle is 352. Let's see what it's gonna do here. What's SMX halting for? Halted going down. LYT. Oh, the price action today, not that great. Whoa. The LYT came down into this, whatever this is, bounced from there. I think I'm just gonna wait. Gonna have to wait. I can't buy this on a breakout. I really can't. Not the way it's whipping around. I could use a limit order, I suppose. Let me see. Maybe I'll try a limit order if it starts to break. Because the way it whips around, I might get filled. So what I'll do is I'll let it make that move up first. Put in a limit order. That's a little high. A little too high. I didn't like that. But we're talking small gains here, if anything. Put in another limit order and hope I don't pay for that. My average is at 372. I don't like that. Can we get the breakthrough? 382. Come on, baby. Show me some strength here. Give us something good. Is this the moment where I hit my max loss? I don't know. I don't know. I've never been down this close to my max loss and ever made a comeback. It's very hard to do. because usually when I get into a trade, I go red on it for a little bit. And if I'm this close to my max loss and I go red for a little bit, it takes me out. And here we go. It's probably going to take me out. Yep, there it is. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I got to show you something here too. And maybe it's going to go here, but that's okay. It's you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm not upset. I was upset yesterday. And the reason why is because look at this. Great big upper wick. I was up that much yesterday. I was right up here about 40 points away from finishing level 1, and I started to push it because I wanted to get there yesterday. I was like, and when I did that, I got into that mindset of, oh, I'm gonna get there today, and then started giving back profits, and then I started trading with more aggression, and that caused me to give back profits a lot faster. And then the next thing I knew, max loss. And this could have been a big green day yesterday if I just stopped, not tried to get to that, level, finish the level, whatever. Anyways, oh God, look at this guy, man. Look at this guy. There's the friggin' break. Unfriggin' believable. It's just not been easy. And I think where I really went wrong was trying to trade these two stocks, trying to buy off of these support levels and stuff. And this was the one that really got me. In a hot market, I see it all the time. Where we'll pull back to a key support level like this, and you get a bounce. Although I'd kind of forgotten that we started forming a 15-minute downtrend. That slipped my mind. So I guess I kind of should have expected that it might not hold up. I shouldn't have tried playing it so aggressively. Yeah, in hindsight. And I was up pretty good on it right here, but I don't know. I kind of thought once we got up above 511 that it was going to, keep going. In a hot market, it would. But in August, yeah, not so much. Full screen. So I'm down 99 today. Another red day. Boy, we're talking about giving back the profit. Now, if you want to talk about charts and stuff, and usually when I trade, I look for support zones and stuff. And this is kind of a support zone. I don't know if you can, it's just me. This isn't like other traders. This is just my profit. But I think it's kind of cool because, well, let's see. Let's put this in here. Negative 99. High of 17, actually. Made that pre-market. And a low of 99. Because you could say that I'm coming down right down into this 300 support level. Wouldn't that be something if that's where I found support and it started going back up? I mean, the psychology is there as far as my own psychology, but the difference between this and this is the psychology of everybody else in the market. Whereas that profit chart is just my own psychology. So, but it also reflects the market action too, and whatnot. What did happen today? TGTX was that one's got earnings. Just don't see anything that I really like. VSEE is now selling off there. See what I mean? Like this kind of price action, like this is not a strong market. And it's really hard to make money on the long side when the market's like this. I mean, you got a stock like KVUE that's not really ripping. It's just like slowly grinding higher. I end up taking losses on stocks like that because get in for the rip and it doesn't rip. It starts to pull back and I got to get out because I don't want to take a big loss. And then it turns around and goes back up again. and that gets to be a little frustrating. So I try to stay away from those. That's why KVUE wasn't really something I wanted to trade, but I just put it up there. You know, it's got 1.9 billion in the float, so that's to be expected with that, you know, that kind of price action. And then you had LYT and TENX, and we talked about it pre-market. Like these probably need to pull back. I liked how LYT was consolidating into the open, but we didn't know where it would find support. We only knew that we're looking for an hourly higher low, and the same on 10x here. Now we're looking for an hourly higher low. Didn't quite have an hourly consolidation happening yet pre-market because we hadn't dropped below, you know, the low of this candle yet, 467, which is back here. We didn't do that till the open, but we knew that there was a 15-minute downtrend starting to form. So so there really wasn't any good opportunities on either one of those to start out here. And VSEE, I wasn't even watching it, didn't really like it so much. I had kind of thought that we might see a bounce, but larger time frames up here. This one, you know, it just looked like it sold off too much, and did give us a nice bounce. Maybe it gets back up towards the highs. I think this one, it didn't have any news, and that's the other thing. We're lacking news on a lot of these stocks. I mean, this one here gave a nice breakout here from 2058 up to 2073, but that's only 20 cents, and this is a $20 stock. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous if you ask me. Hard to make money on something like that. When you got spreads that are 5 to 10 cents, you know, 20 cents is not that big of a move. You're not going to capture 20 cents, especially with a spread that's 10 cents. I mean, anyways, I want to see, before I go, let's take a look at the broader market. If it'll load. Okay, so SPY on the daily. So we had that bounce. So what did it look like? Oh, let me see here. So zooming out to the monthly. Monthly time frame, we're still in good shape. You know, it's still a monthly uptrend. There's nothing wrong here. You got a higher low and a higher low, and we're looking for a higher low, basically. I mean, this is a pretty good pullback compared to that last higher low. I'd say it's well more than 50% pullback. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess best case scenario here, we find support, bounce, form an equilibrium before maybe the next move up or down. But if we lose 493.86, then that is going to be a loss of the monthly uptrend. So what do we have on this pullback? What does it look like on the weekly? It's probably a downtrend, I think. It's kind of a downtrend. I'll call it one. I mean, this is, you can hardly call this. You can hardly call this a higher low. But I looked at QQQ. I think QQQ has the same, well, you know, they track each other, but QQQ kind of has the same setup. Except it did have a little higher low. So on the weekly, we lost the higher lows on the weekly on QQQ. So I'm going to say the same kind of thing is there for SPY, even though it's not quite as visible. And also we took out this. So yeah, definitely lost the weekly uptrend. We do not have a weekly downtrend. We just lost the uptrend. So right now it's a no trend, but it's definitely a big pullback. I bet you the RSI was pretty beat up on this pullback. So now we're bouncing, found support down in this area here, probably right down in this trough area. So now bouncing, it's probably a daily uptrend at this point on this bounce. Let's check the daily time frame. Not enough price action yet to establish a daily uptrend. Wow, look at those gaps, man. That was huge. Market really took a dump, didn't it? So it's a big enough drop on the weekly time frame that We're only expecting a bounce. So we're not expecting to make a move straight back up to the highs. That would be unrealistic. The size of the drop here for the market, that's huge. And so we're looking for a bounce and a lower high somewhere below 565.16. Bulls want to have a big enough bounce to create enough space to pull back and form a higher low and change the weekly trend back to the bulls with a higher low and a higher high. That's best case scenario for the bulls. Worst case scenario for the bulls is put in a small bounce here, start to form maybe a bear flag or just a little lower high, and bears get continuation to the downside. So watching that weekly, need to see a trend change on the daily first. And so we need to see daily higher lows and higher highs to know that our weekly higher low has been set. Or not higher low, but our weekly low has been set. And you can watch like the hourly time frame. And right now it's chopping around, looking for hourly uptrend. As long as the hourly uptrend continues, the daily bounce continues. If you lose an hourly uptrend, you start to look for daily consolidation, and so on and so forth. Okay. One more look at the trends here. SVIX. Yeah, boy, I tell you what, I didn't see anything today that looked good. 224 is that level here on LYT now that we're bouncing off of. And I suppose, I could have waited for that level. So what level is that? That's the one here. If you see it on the 15-minute and the hourly, on the 5-minute, you can see it on all the time frames, but yeah, that's the level that got broken out over. It was 224 was the post-market high. Pre-market, we broke right through that. So got over it, little back test here on the 5-minute. And so now back down, back testing it again. Good area for a little bounce. Could have caught a move here off of 224 up to 240s. So you see the difference here on this stock, 220s up to the 240s, almost 20 cents on a bounce there. And we're looking at this candle over here. This one was about 20 cents. But look at the price difference on these, This one has a much wider spread. You got to buy, you got to spend more money to buy the same amount of shares. Whereas over here, it's a tenth of the price. Spread is a lot tighter, so you can capitalize a lot more. And that's why I like to trade cheaper stocks. Oh, look at this. I'm jabbering here. I'm going to go. So let me see. I always forget to look at the comments. I don't even have them up right now. But I know eventually there will be people on here who want to ask questions and stuff. And that's something I got to get used to, looking at those comments. Okay. Talk to y'all later. Happy trading. See you tomorrow. Bye.